bring in Republican Congressman from the great state of Tennessee and friend of the program, Tim Burchett. Listen, I just want to walk you through some of the frustration that I think Americans have when they hear people like the Arizona senator make the claim that, well, Americans are going to lose their health care, when in fact what's going on here, the Democrats are playing a little sleight of hand here. They're trying to use some of these funds so that they can help to pay for the health care costs of people who have absolutely no right to be in this country and are not entitled to the system that will provide health care. That's for Americans. That's what other lawmakers are telling me. Do I have that right?
You do, and as a matter of fact, it's in writing in Chuck Schumer's bill, page 57. If Tim Burchett can find it, I'm sure most Americans can find it as well.
Here's the other thing. When they talk about, well, let's have a conversation, the CR has gone through just fine time and time and time again, a baker's dozen or so, based on my last count. Why all of a sudden is this happening?
Well, it's because Chuck Schumer, he wants to cause as much pain as he can. He's got to appease that far-left Marxist base that's going to win the once great city of New York, the mayor's race there, an anti-Semitic person, communist, to say the least. And that's who he's got to appease. He sees AOC creeping up behind him, and he knows if she announces tomorrow she will have that. That is no longer Chuck Schumer's base. Chuck Schumer's probably not a communist. He's probably just a far lefty. And he realizes that, so he's got to have that base, and he's going to cause the country to suffer. And shame on the Democrat Party, because in the past, Schumer could just put out something. It didn't have to be the truth, but you know, ABC, NBC, CBS, MSNBC, CNN, all the cluck heads on The View, they just mimic what he said, and every single Democrat could hide behind Chuck Schumer's skirt. Well, thank goodness for Fox News and a few others, and these podcasters that are they're putting the truth out, because America realized that's a lie. You know, I have a lady that married to a buddy of mine, and she'll drunk text me about every night. She gets in her wine, and she's blaming everything on Trump. And she's an educated lady. I went through school with her. And she tells me that this is all the Republicans' fault. And then when I explained to her, the Republicans only have 53 votes in the Senate. They need 60. Then she says, oh, I didn't realize that. These are educated people. We need to make sure we're messaging that, Kevin. And thank you so much for bringing this topic up, because the Democrats do not care about poor people. All they care about is power. That's what you see in Washington, and frankly, both parties a lot of times. It's about power and control. Donald Trump understands that. He said he'll negotiate. Just open the dadgum government. How easy is that?
Right.
All you need is 4 or 5 more Democrats in the Senate to cross over with Fetterman and a few of those that have the guts to do something. But instead, no. They want America to suffer, and they're still drawing their paychecks every dadgum day.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, too, because they're still getting paid.
Criminal.
And the real cost here, and you know this because you know me, I grew up, my mother worked for the federal government. I have lots of friends here in Washington. They are single. Some of them are divorced or widowed, or both of them work for the federal government. And this is a real crisis for these people. And the fact that some in office have absolutely no apparent care that real families are going to be suffering if they don't open up this government is mind-boggling to me. And I would think this would be political suicide, and yet they keep driving this downhill. I don't understand it. Do you?
Yeah, I understand it. It's a power trip, bro. It's literally, we don't get our way, you're not gonna get your way. That's literally what it is, bro. Like, do we not see what's going on? If they don't get their way, then the Democrats in America won't have if the Democrats don't get their way, America won't get their way at all. It's like a temper tantrum. It's like, you're gonna let me buy this, you're gonna buy this for me, or I'm gonna cause a ratchet, cause a scene where nobody gets nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, nobody can eat then since y'all want to play. And if you don't want your own people to starve, which I don't mind starving my people, then you gonna add the extra to the medical. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, like they said, the Republicans own the House, they own the Senate, and they got the presidency. But they still don't have the 60 Senates. So since they don't have the 60 votes, bro, you know how that go. That means even though the Democrats are majority, since they have those votes, they can still not pass this because it's a budget thing. For those that know that, right? And I just hate that they do this because I feel like the people that are in power are actually uneducated and they shouldn't probably be in power. And then the guy also added, and I want to add this too, while they're getting their paychecks, the American people suffer. And all federal, I think nobody should get paid then, because then you'll speed it along. Because if you're not suffering, then like the average American doesn't have $1,000. Like 80% of Americans don't have $1,000 in their savings account. Come on, man. That's a lot of those federal workers too. They don't have $1,000 in a bank account waiting. And what just happened is you just basically gave the green light to cancel all they funding. You bet. Really, if you think about it, the Democrats are the reason why y'all ain't got EBT, but y'all blaming Trump. Trump has no ability of this. This is literally the doing of the Democrats. Facts. And not to point fingers or nothing, but, you know, one has 60 votes and one doesn't. You know what I'm saying? So if that side that is majority of, you know, in the Senate, if that doesn't, you know what I'm saying? If they don't make those votes, bro, or some of the Democrats come to like the Republican side and just vote to even just continue or for a continuation and then negotiate just so people can get paid at least. Like I'd say unfreeze that motherfucker real quick, let people get paid and then put them back, you know, freeze it back if you need to, and then hurry up and negotiate because people need their checks. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not worried about the poor for real because they got money. You know what I'm saying? They trade under the table. They got their checks never stop. So they don't care about the average American. They're just gonna be like, well, that's how far the Republicans, because they already convinced everybody that it was the Republicans' fault. When in actuality, the Republicans are trying to pass it. We do not want to give our health care to illegal immigrants. Sorry. And I'm not against that. And I seen the numbers of the illegal immigrants in the hospitals when it was around COVID time, bro. It was so many immigrants around COVID in the hospital that they couldn't get regular people in the hospital, and it was a problem at one point. So I want people to lie about that. You can Google it. At one point, there were so many immigrants in the hospital that regular people that were citizens couldn't get in there because they were getting health care from the government because they were told that it was free. Thanks, Biden. You're awesome. But like I said, they need 60 votes, and the Democrats have the 60 votes, but they don't want to. They don't want to vote that. They want to vote to shut it down. They know that. Chuck Schumer, he's an old villain. You know what I'm saying? Good thing this doesn't affect me. You know, I'm kind of secured, but that's me though. You know what I'm saying? We got to worry about everybody else because there's a lot of people in the government. There's a lot of people not getting EBT, a lot of government benefits. You know, some people's Medicaid and stuff is stopped. You can have no big purchases right now because of this. So, that being said, this needs to stop and keep going. And I got another video I'm going to reply to, and then we're going to go based on that. And I'm going to explain to you why EBT has stopped people from the hustle. I'm going to explain to y'all in the next video. Y'all stay tuned. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section, because what's going on? Because this whole time is the Democrats blaming the Republicans, but Republicans are not at fault here because they're the ones that are just trying to get the bill moving so people can get paid. But we're not going to fund illegal migrants. Hell no, bro. Fuck no. That don't even sound right. These motherfuckers pulling out filibusters. You know what I'm saying? They gerrymandering, filibusters. You know what I'm saying? They doing the whole thing. Redistricting. Bro, they tweaking. They really cheating if you really think about it. But, you know, the system was made for them to cheat. But the people that you would expect to cheat, they think the Republicans would cheat. They're not even using this type of tactics. They're doing it the fair way. It's like a fair game. It's like, oh, you didn't say we couldn't pick up weapons. Yeah, I didn't say that, but it was understood that we fighting with our hands. So now we picking up weapons? Okay, I guess so. That's how it feels. I just feel bad for the people that actually need the government for what they're getting. I don't get EBT. I grew up on EBT, but I don't get it. And since I don't get it, I'm not really affected when it comes to the money wise. But in my next video, I will explain to you why you shouldn't allow the government to control what goes in your mouth. It's your boy, Angelo Savage. Tell me what you think about that in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video for the YouTube algorithm. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy, Savage. Let's go. Peace.